Alright guys, welcome back to a video game pickup video. This is the CM Games in Hixon. I believe Hixon is a city in Tennessee, just outside of Chattanooga. Let me just double check as I Google it. Hixon, Tennessee. Yep, it's a city in Tennessee. It's part of the city of Chattanooga in Hamilton County. So, anyway, this was at the mall out there. Went to CM Games, and I got a whole bunch of stuff. It was one of the best stores. I think it might actually be the best CM Games that there is. So I'm pumped. I got a lot of stuff there. Spent a ton of money, but I got a lot of stuff there that I needed anyway. So let's get right on into it. And first up, we're going to start with some Pop figures. Now, normally I'm not a figurine collector, but if it has anything to do with fighting games I play, like Soul Calibur or Tekken or Street Fighter or Mortal Kombat, or adventure games like God of War, or you know, mascot games like, you know, any major player mascot like a Sonic, a Donkey Kong, a Mario, you know, his whole world, Yoshi, Crash Bandicoot, Spyro, that type of stuff I collect. So, or Assassin's Creed, actually, as well. So, let's go on into the two that I grabbed from the from the Assassin's Creed series, excuse me. So, this is from the movie. We had Ojeda, this is number 377. It's a vinyl figure. And there's four, it looks like, in this super stylized vinyl figures. There's Aguilar, which I'm missing, Maria, Ojeda, and Callum Lynch. So, I'm missing these two, because I have 377. And I have 378. They had Callum Lynch there, so there he is. Okay, so I'm missing, again, Aguilar and Maria, so I'm going to try to go online and try to figure that out. But anyway, those are that. Then for Street Fighter, we have Cammy, number 139. We have Balrog, I think is how you pronounce it, 141. Balrog, let me move that up a little. And then lastly, Dan, number 142. Okay, so in these ones, we have, I'm missing four. I'm missing Chun-Li, Ryu, Ken, and Blanca. So it says collect the entire line of Funko Pop Street Fighter super stylized vinyl figurines. So, or vinyl figures. So we have those three. And then lastly, from the Tekken series, we have two. We have Nina Williams, number 174. And we have Heihachi number 171. So there you go. There's Heihachi. Now, there are 6 total. So I'm missing 172 Tekken King, 173 Jin Kazama, 175 Kazuya, and 176 Devil Jin. So those are the Funkos that I collected, which I, again, normally don't, but they were there, and I said, you know what, I'm going to add them to my collection of stuff, game-related stuff. So that's what I did. We're going to start with old systems first and then go up to the new. So let's start with Super Nintendo first. And for Super Nintendo, we got 2 games. One is Donkey Kong Country 3, Dixie Kong's Double Trouble. This is complete. $50. I got a pretty good deal on it. Dixie Kong meets KAOS, Chaos, in a wild new adventure. So, Donkey Kong Country 3, Dixie Kong's Double Trouble, Monkey Mayhem lives on. Kiddy Kong is a portly primate toddler with incredible power and agility. He teams up with Dixie Kong to stop the ever-present army of Kremlings. The gameplay and ACM graphics just keep getting better in this visually stunning installment in one of the most popular video game series of all time. Combining their unique abilities as they throw each other into action, Diddy Kong and Kiddy Kong set off to rescue Diddy Kong, and Dixie Kong and Kiddy Kong set off to rescue Diddy Kong and Donkey Kong. Collect tons of treasure, grab billions of bananas, and find more secret stuff than you've ever seen or not seen as you set off on the greatest DKC adventure yet. The final showdown with Chaos takes place in a cliff-top laboratory at the end of the world. It could get seriously ugly. Monkey Mayhem lives on in this exotic island adventure. Gorilla-sized ACM graphics fill the screen with unparalleled style. Brand new heroes and familiar favorites team up against unfriendly foes for an all-new challenge and all-new fun. Tons of hidden areas, treacherous traps, awesome vehicles, and outrageous items. Play as Dixie Kong or Kiddy Kong and take advantage of their unique abilities. Battery-backed memory saves the progress of your adventure. So from Nintendo, we have Donkey Kong Country 3, Dixie Kong's Double Trouble. Also for the Super Nintendo, and I don't have a box for this, and I'm pissed. I'm going to have to order them because I'm out of them. We have, and this is in, yeah, it's in pretty good shape, except for this crunch of the box right here. But we got Turtles 4, Turtles in Time. This is a pricey game, complete. The box is in pretty good shape for what it is. I mean, you got a little rip there, and a little crease here, and then that smush. But other than that, the back is pretty much flawless. So anyway, and you can see how much I spent on it, but it's worth a little bit more than this, so I'm fine with it. Board Shredder's Terror Tour Through Time, direct from the second arcade hit, non-stop to your house. No tokens required. It's Konami's hottest turtle game of all time. So we'll leave that like so. Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles 4, Turtles in Time. Shredder's got some time to kill. 3 billion years of high-tech turtle terror. Sunday evening. You're sitting around the sewer watching your main reporter, April O'Neil, do a live remote from the Statue of Liberty. Then it happens. A humongoso flying android screams out of the sky and rips Lady Liberty from her foundation, sending hundreds of freaked-out tourists into the harbor below. "No way," cries Raphael. "Way," replies Donatello, and the crazy quantum chases on. Journey through 10 levels of enormous arcade graphics, the largest and craziest talking turtles ever, with eons of bodacious battlegrounds, from prehistoric to futuristic galaxies. To prepare for the toughest shred heads you've ever seen, try the Versus mode, a turtle-on-turtle combat arena that finally proves who's the mightiest mutant of all. Also, test your slice-em-up speed in the Time Trials mode to find out how fast you can clear 3 courses. Get ready for the 3D jab and toss that sends enemies flying right in your face. Mondo body slams and pizza power bonuses make you more turtle than ever before. You better believe you're going to need it. Shredder's out for the turtle hide, and he's got all the time in the world to get it. Team up for double turtle trouble with a partner, or have yourself a solo slam fest. So again, Turtles 4, Turtles in Time for the SNES. Now, for the Sega Genesis, we have X-Men 2, The Clone Wars. Again, another pricey, complete game. It's in pretty good shape considering it's one of these paper boxes. Marvel Comics X-Men 2 Clone Wars. Double action when X-Men face their duplicates. X-Men engage in a battle so world-threatening, even Magneto switches sides. Mutant kind races to the edge of oblivion at the hands of an evil techno-bio cloning organism, the Phalanx. Be Wolverine, Cyclops, Gambit, Nightcrawler, Beast, Psylocke, and for the first time ever play as Magneto. X-Men are at their fiercest with Cyclops' optic blast, Wolverine slashing adamantium claws, and Gambit's hypercharged cards. Use each mutant superpowered attack to defend the world. It's for 1 or 2 players. So this is from Sega. We have X-Men 2, The Clone Wars. Next up for the Genesis, we have Captain America and the Avengers. There's a collector's pin inside, which I don't think I have. Let me take this price off, though. That's still there, which is cool. Do I have the collector's pin? Of course not. I'm going to try to see if I can get that on eBay. Anyway, out of the arcades and into your Genesis. The Red Skull is using a mind control device to unite the world's most dreaded supervillains under his command. The call goes out to the world's mightiest team of superheroes. Avengers assemble. As Captain America, Iron Man, Hawkeye, or Vision, it's up to you and a friend to foil the Red Skull's fiendish plan for world domination. Battle enemies like Whirlwind, Living Laser, Claw, Grim Reaper, and more. Live the Marvel legend in this picture-perfect translation of the blockbuster arcade smash. For 1 or 2 players, again from Sega, or from Data East actually, we have Captain America and the Avengers. Next up for the Genesis, we have Shaq Fu from Electronic Arts, 24 meg. Come get yours. Shaq brings his awesome skill and size to a multi-world fighting game. As Shaq, use your lightning-fast shuriken and other martial art techniques to prevail over 11 intensely evil warriors in the enforcement of justice. Or choose any of the 12 warriors and fight head-to-head. Summon Voodoo's bone-shattering earthquake, rebound with Raja's shockwave sword, or lash out with Set's terrifying mummy rap. Scores of secret power moves to discover and master. Awesome animation from the designers of Flashback. Destroy your opponent with special power moves. Choose Shaq or one of the 11 other interdimensional martial artists. Tournament, duel, and story modes. Battle against the computer or go head-to-head with another player. And there's Enforcer of Justice. 1 or 2 players simultaneous from EA. We have Shaq Fu. Next up, this is a pretty expensive complete game, but we have it. And it is called McDonald's Treasureland Adventure from Sega. Ronald McDonald finds an old map and decides to take on the adventure, but he's only got 1 piece. A trio of villains are holding the other pieces and just waiting for Ronald to show up. Ronald tosses sparkling magic to win against the baddies. A special scarf helps him swing on hooks and climb to higher ledges. Mounds of exciting rounds. Ronald tangles with the baddies who drop gold and power-ups. 2 games in 1. Collect enough gold and play a matching game to win balloons, gems, and goodies. So it's a 1-player game, McDonald's Treasureland Adventure for the Genesis. Next up for the Genesis, we have from Tech Magic, Pink Goes to Hollywood. Pink Panther, MGM's Too Cool Cat, hits Hollywood to audition for his next big movie role. But Pink's big break may be foiled by Inspector Clouseau. Pink wreaks havoc on acres of pantherized movie sets like Polter Pink, Pinkenstein, and Jungle Pink. With props like stoplights and jackhammers, Pink's bag of tricks is never empty. Now this is a 1-player game. Lights, camera, distraction. Pink squeezes out of tight situations with well-timed gags. The chase is on with Clouseau and a cast of comic props and extras in hot pursuit. Pink tumbles, dives, and climbs, becomes a star, and no autographs, please. So again, from Tech Magic, we have Pink Goes to Hollywood. And then lastly for the Genesis, we have Marvel Comics Wolverine, the Adamantium Rage from Acclaim. Wolverine Adamantium Rage. Unbreakable, unstoppable, uncontrollable. It's Wolverine in Adamantium Rage. Armed with an arsenal of slashing combat moves, the lone X-Men battles his way from the Weapon X lab to sewers of New York City, searching for clues to his mysterious past in the most dangerous adventure of his life. But remember, bub, he's the best at what he does. Enough said. The old knucklehead returns to the Weapon X lab. Where do you think you're going? Shinobi Shaw's armored assassin. Bedlam below Manhattan. I saw that, bub. Claw meets Tooth. You got Albert, Bloodscream, Deathstrike, Cyber, Elise D, Lurker, and Sabretooth. From kids to adults, animated violence, 1-player from Acclaim, Wolverine, Adamantium Rage. So those are all the Genesis games we got. We got 1 Sega CD game, and this is pretty rare to find complete. It's in pretty damn good shape. For a paper box, it is Final Fight CD. 3 characters, 2-player co-op. And so let's move up a little. Here we go. Final Fight punches its way onto Sega CD. When the Mad Gear Gang is around, you know laws are being broken. Enter the good guys, Hager, Cody, and Guy, with killer roundhouse kicks, back fists, uppercuts, and body slams, all raging to the coolest CD quality tunes. When the going gets tough, grab a pipe, knife, or sword and take a slice out of crime. 6 brutal levels of street fighting, head trauma, and shattered rib cages. Choose from 3 characters for 1 or 2-player bone-busting action, arcade-quality music, and sound effects. Sega CD, welcome to the next level. 1 or 2 players. This came out in '89, wow. Or 93, I should say. Anyway, Final Fight CD for the Sega CD. Final Fight CD. There you go. Alright, next we're going to go right to the... Oh, I did this backwards. We have 1 game for the NES. It is Star Trek the 25th Anniversary from Ultra Games. Star Trek 25th Anniversary. The captain requests your presence. Beam aboard. The USS Enterprise is in red alert. A tremendous blunder in a warp experiment has created a rip in the fabric of space, catapulting the ship and crew across the galaxy beyond the neutral zone. The crippled ship must now boldly go back and repair the damage. 4 spellbinding stages will take you on an energized adventure that transforms the look, the mood, the dialogue, and the attitude of the original classic series from television to the NES. You become Captain Kirk and take command of your stellar crew, Mr. Spock, Scotty, Chekhov, Uhura, and Sulu. Operate the photon torpedoes, hand phasers, tricorders, transporters, and whatever it takes to see that your Starfleet arrives safely in the final frontier. You'll see familiar phrases and recognize scenes from your favorite Star Trek episodes when you beam down to vast, unexplored planets, collect lithium crystals, encounter nightmarish aliens, and use the reasoning skills of a Vulcan to solve perplexing puzzles. During your warp speed travels back to Federation space, you will come upon many life forms, like the infamous Harry Mudd, who you meet in the non-aligned outpost. A thorough investigation of the situation may uncover something of value to your cause. In the final stage, you'll travel back in time to rescue the communicator Dr. McCoy accidentally left behind on a planet. Not any old terrestrial tourist can wear the Star Trek insignia on his shirt, so you must live up to the mighty tradition and make the Federation proud. Setting things right in the universe won't be easy. That's a long-ass explanation, but anyway, Star Trek 25th Anniversary for the NES. Now, for the PS2, we have 1 game, but it's one that I've wanted and needed for a while. It's Me New Shiah Essentials, the 3-pack. So you get Me New Shiah Warlords, Me New Shiah 2, Samurai Destiny, and Me New Shiah 3, Demon Siege. On the back here, it was the best PlayStation 2 game overall, Sony Computer Entertainment America People's Choice Award. And Me New Shiah Warlords. Official U.S. PlayStation Magazine called it a definite must-play. Witness the beginning of the Me New Shiah trilogy. Battle for the fate of feudal Japan as the lone swordsman Samanosuke wages against the evil Nobunaga and his legions of demons to rescue the noble princess Yukihime. Me New Shiah 2, Samurai's Destiny, a seamless blend of intense gaming action and motion picture style 3D graphics, returned to Japan to continue the struggle against Nobunaga's evil campaign. 10 years after Samanosuke rose up against the demon horde, a new warrior launches an epic quest in search of vengeance that will ultimately reveal his true destiny. And Me New Shiah 3, Demon Siege, Jean Reno and Takeshi Kinshihiro, two heroes, one destiny. Nobunaga's evil scourge has spread to the future. Now two heroes from different lands must travel from 16th century Japan to modern-day Paris and back to finally defeat Nobunaga and his horde of darkness. So Capcom, you can go to capcom.com and capcom-unity.com. Again, we have the Me New Shiah Essentials pack of games. And then for the Xbox, we have the Star Wars The Clone Wars and Tetris Worlds double pack. It was a limited edition package, not for resale. So from LucasArts, you have Star Wars The Clone Wars. It says try out Xbox Live offer inside. And then from THQ, you have the Tetris Worlds. So I'm happy I have that. For the GameCube, I almost didn't grab this. And the only reason I didn't grab this is because I said to myself, this is interesting. Remember, for those of you who follow the channel, I only collect games for systems that, like for example, Xbox, PS2, GameCube. I only need to collect one of the games that come out for each of the systems, unless there's a specific character exclusive to that system, like Soul Calibur 2, for instance, when you had Yoda, Zelda, and Darth Vader, or whatever it ended up being. But you get my idea. But same thing. So Monsters, Inc. came out for the PS2, and I have that, so I don't need it for the Xbox. I don't know if it came out or not. But when I saw this in CM Games, I'm thinking to myself, well, this is different. This is Monsters, Inc. Scream Arena. And then this is only for GameCube. So I looked on my app, the video game app that I told you guys about earlier in the video, in the last video, the Retro Collectors app, and all it says is just Monsters, Inc. This is a completely different game from Monsters, Inc. That's why I grabbed this for the GameCube. So Monsters, Inc. Scream Arena. Make them laugh. Having learned the power of laughter, the monsters of Monstropolis have created a new training game to help them practice making kids laugh. So play as your favorite Monsters, Inc. characters, 7 different arenas inspired by art from the movie, multiplayer mayhem for up to 4 players, an array of special balls, each with unique ability, 1 to 4 players simultaneous with a memory card that uses 4 blocks, thq.com. So I grabbed it. It's an exclusive game to the GameCube called Monsters, Inc. Scream Arena. So I grabbed that. For PSP, we have 3 games. We have Chess Master, The Art of Learning from Ubisoft, the world's best-selling program for beginners and advanced players. Learn how to play from chess pro Josh Waitzkin's Art of Learning tutorial. Sharpen your brain by solving unique chess puzzles and minigames, and improve your skills and challenge your friends anytime, anywhere. You can go to chessmaster.com. You can go to ubi.com. Again, we have Chess Master, The Art of Learning for the PSP. Next, we have Ape Escape on the Loose, Monkey Madness. The madness begins with Spike's pursuit of Spectre and a ton of zany monkeys intent on changing the world. The monkeys are on the loose and they must be stopped. Utilizing the PSP's Wi-Fi feature, challenge your friends to thrilling minigames like snowboarding, boxing, racing, and ping pong anytime, anywhere. You can go to us.playstation.com/PSP. This is Ape Escape on the Loose. And then lastly for the PSP, was able to grab Activision Hits Remixed. Includes 40 plus games. Again, this is from Activision. Over 40 titles for one low price, featuring 80s hit soundtrack. Experience classic gaming at its best with Activision Hits Remixed, a collection of over 40 titles from the Atari 2600 for the first time on PSP PlayStation Portable. System including Pitfall, Kaboom, Barnstorming, Chopper Command, River Raid, Stampede, Atlantis, Fishing Derby, and more. And here are some examples of Pitfall, River Raid, Stampede, Chopper Command, Barnstorming. Classic games and more. Rock out to a great soundtrack of 80s tunes, including Twisted Sister, Soft Cell, Blondie, Aha, Naked Eyes, Men Without Hats, Berlin, and more. Play with a friend on 2 PSP systems with only 1 copy of the game. Unlock Activision's 80s Atari 2600 television ads and patches. You can go to ActivisionHitsRemixed.com. You can go to Activision.com. So grab this for the PSP, Activision Hits Remixed. And then lastly, the last system I grabbed was PS3 stuff. So first off, we'll start with Deadpool from High Noon Software and High Moon Studios and Activision. Me says this is what awesome looks like. So, take in the gorgeous view, shush, be very, very quiet, can I cut in, bang, bang, one day you'll be big and strong like me. Here's why you need my game. Insane action combo skills capture all my good sides. Loads of X-Men cameos, hotties included. Katanas and guns and bear traps, oh my. And then you can go to Activision.com. So we have Deadpool for the PS3. Next, a rare game for the PS3 to find complete. That's why it's so much. The Legend of Spyro, Dawn of the Dragon from Activision. It's DualShock 3 compatible. Take flight and fulfill your destiny. The Dark Master has unleashed his wrath upon the world to bring forth a new age of darkness. As evil spreads, Spyro finds himself teaming up with an unlikely ally, Cinder, his former nemesis. Together they embark on a perilous quest to stop the Dark Master and save the world. Join Spyro and Cinder on this epic adventure featuring the voice talents of Elijah Wood, Gary Oldman, Christina Ricci, and more. For the first time, take flight at any time. Battle fierce new bosses. 2-player co-op with Spyro and Cinder. You can go to SpyroTheDragon.com. Then we have Spyro, Dawn of the Dragon, the PS3. And then the last game I grabbed at CM Games, very common game to find, I just couldn't find it until I was there, is Metal Gear Solid 4, Guns of the Patriots, tactical espionage action from Konami. In his final battle, a hero must stand alone. Lead legendary hero Solid Snake in this final chapter of the Metal Gear Solid saga and infiltrate all new battlefields with all new gear. Experience a stunning cinematic adventure that will keep you hooked until the very end. Customizable new weapons and technologically advanced gadgets that assist you in your missions. Play online with up to 16 players in the ultimate squad-based tactical shooter Metal Gear Online. So, you can go to Konami.com. We have Metal Gear Solid 4, Guns of the Patriots, the PS3. So, let's recap what we got here at CM Games in Hixon, Tennessee. We got some Pop figurines. We got Ojeda from Assassin's Creed and Callum Lynch. From Tekken, we have Nina Williams and Heihachi. And from Street Fighter, we have Dan, we have Balrog, and we have Cammy. And then for games, for the Super NES, we have Donkey Kong Country 3, Dixie Kong's Double Trouble, Turtles 4, Turtles in Time, X-Men 2, The Clone Wars, Captain America and the Avengers, Shaq Fu, McDonald's Treasureland Adventure, Pink Goes to Hollywood, and Wolverine The Adamantium Rage. And then for the Sega CD, we have Final Fight CD. For the NES, we have Star Trek 25th Anniversary. For the PS2, we have Me New Shiah Essentials. For the Xbox, we have the Star Wars, Clone Wars, and Tetris Worlds Double Pack. For GameCube, we have Monsters, Inc. Scream Arena. For the PSP, we have Chessmaster, The Art of Learning, Ape Escape on the Loose, and Activision Hits Remixed. And then for the PS3, we have Deadpool, Legend of Spyro, Dawn of the Dragon, and Metal Gear Solid 4, Guns of the Patriots. Guys, thanks for watching. Stay tuned because we have one more video game pickup video to go through, and it is a big one from McKay's in Chattanooga.